Swimming with the sharks, feeling so alive. Pickle in my hand, gotta take a dive. Ethereum blockchain, where the magic reigns. Shark, pickle, con. Let's jump on this train. Shark's the king of the sea, ruling with the fin. Pickle's always salty, add some zing to the spin. Con's just chilling on the traffic lane. From the ocean to the blockchain, we're making our name. Shark, pickle, con. What a trio they make, adventures on the blockchain. Oh, what a stake, swimming through the coast like a digital race. Shark, pickle, con, taking first place. Swimming with the sharks, feeling so alive. Pickle in my hand, gotta take a dive. Ethereum blockchain, where the magic reigns. Shark, pickle, con. Let's jump on this train. Shark's the king of the sea, ruling with the fin. Pickle's always salty, add some zing to the spin. Con's just chilling on the traffic lane. From the ocean to the blockchain, we're making our name. Shark, pickle, con. What a trio they make, adventures on the blockchain. Oh, what a stake, swimming through the coast like a digital race. Shark, pickle, con, taking first place.
GM, welcome back to Noun O'Clock Live, the Noun Square. I'm Robot Fish Girl. We're watching the end of the auction for Noun 1251. This hydrant head. If you're wondering why I was playing that wonderful composition as the intro music, it is because Shark Pickle Cone, the Nouns documentary, did officially release today. Finally. Most of us, I think, have already seen it a while ago because we were able to get access if we owned the token that it was gated by. But now it has live premiered on Twitter for anybody who wants to see it. So we're going to be talking about that a bit today. And that's kind of the only majorly significant thing that's happened in the last 24 hours. So that's fun. Also, apparently, I unfortunately kicked Brett off the stage by making him a co-host, which is interesting.
He's actually probably here as a ghost, but
no, he said he can't hear anything.
Oh.
In Discord.
Well, that was just for a second, I think.
Well,
Are you there,
I'm not
Brett?
seeing him.
Nor am I.
Can everybody else hear me?
I can.
Brett,
Yeah, I can hear
you in this room with us? I feel like this.
Exactly. We're having a seance.
Everybody lights the candles.
It would be hilarious.
Are you here? Are you here with us today? Where are you, Brett?
He's got 50 seconds to reappear.
That's the wrong one.
Yes, 50 seconds left on the auction. So if you're not there already, 9o'clock.live or nomo.wtf. Never mind. We got another bid, zaring.eth, and that has reset our timer. So, in the meantime,
Jinxed it, or I invited him back in a timely fashion. That's all I had to say.
I don't know if I can remove Brett as co-host because I can't see him. Hang on. I'm going to try reloading on Tavern, but everybody else can still hear me. So if you're on YouTube or Twitter, this is something that does happen every once in a while, where now people on Tavern should be able to hear me once again, and I still don't see Brett.
It said that he joined when you refreshed.
Great.
But I don't see him unless he's Jade Red. He might come in on his Twitter login or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah, sometimes Tavern is very much still in alpha. That's why the URL that you can find in the description if you're on YouTube or Twitter is alpha.tavern.fm. So, yeah, you think I'm not going to use every opportunity to to get people in here? I'm absolutely going to milk that. So
Yes. Needs
my
to be on
voice
the
is feeling a
soundboard,
little bit,
perhaps.
huh?
I said it needs to be on the soundboard, perhaps.
Maybe. Here, I'm going to try to move Brett to speaker and see if that makes him able to hear me. And I'm just gonna have to do this the maximum effort way.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I had to like sign out and log back in twice and refresh everything and
And then put your left foot in and take your left foot out, and then put your left foot in and then shake it all about.
yep.
You can tell the kind
Sounds
of mood
hokey.
I'm in. Uh, I did this thing where, so for anybody who doesn't know, I have really bad insomnia. And it reared its head last night, and I went to bed early. I tried to go to bed at like 11. I woke up at 1, and then I was awake till 7, and then I went back to sleep, and then I woke up at 9 to watch the everybody posting about the noun stock, and then I went back to sleep, and then I woke up like an hour ago. So I got a whole bunch of not restful sleep.
Try to go to sleep at midnight. I think you'll sleep most of the night.
You would think so. It doesn't work, but c'est la vie. Anyway, we've got 2 minutes left on the nouns auction. And so to be clear, until I inhaled a lot of steam just before the show, I was seriously considering the possibility that we were going to have a show hosted by Satchmo, because that very nearly happened today. Y'all almost got a full hour of me just being like, "Welcome back, everybody, to 9 o'clock live at the Noun Square." So I hope you're happy.
Why so blue, Satchmo? Why so blue?
It's just, it's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no! I could keep it going.
Damn, is that a filter? I hope that's
No,
a filter.
that is
No,
not
no,
a filter.
that's
That
it.
is just me.
That's range.
You're a
That's fully
badass.
range.
I love that.
Yeah.
I used to do a thing in college that pissed my professors off. I was a vocal jazz major, and so I did that, and then I would be like, "Take it away, Ella." It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. Oh no. I just kept doing impressions of a whole bunch of singers. When you're in my arms and I feel you so close to me. I just keep doing a whole bunch of different.
Amazing standards. You got the repertoire too.
It's fun.
Not just
Yeah.
the range, but the repertoire.
Oh yeah, I know like well over 400 jazz notes. Anyway, the downoclock.live, nobo.wtf. There's less than 30 seconds left in the timer, so if you're not already, that's the place to be. We're gonna pick a new noun, probably, maybe.
Yeah.
And with
Looks
12
like
seconds
Zach's
left, it's
gonna
too
grab
late for another bit to come in. Zaring Duddy picking up this fire hydrant.
It's Zach from Facebook.
Oh, sick! And now it is time for FOMO. So once again, congratulations to Zach, who I just found out that's a CMS. That's a good looking fire hydrant. Pipe picked a good one on
Yeah,
that one.
I saw him post last night maybe, that he was gonna flip his degen into a noun, and I guess that's what he did this morning.
Hell yeah. That's fantastic. Oh, the greasy orca.
They're not fries.
They're not fries, but they're close though. They could be.
Oh,
You
man.
know, here's the thing. It's wow. That's a very orange noun.
Are we looking for anything in particular?
We're looking
Yeah,
for a
there's a
couple
few
things in
things.
particular.
Ooh, that's
I
cute.
would love to
The-
tell you what they are if I remembered. No,
There's a pirate ship with black noggles, specifically black noggles, orca with a fry accessory.
And solid color
A
noggles.
a wizard hat or weed or a beer for Wizard Dow, and Oshi was still looking for a kangaroo, I believe.
Yes.
Ooh, that's cool. That's a nice chipboard.
Yeah.
I like that. I didn't even know that was a head. That's dope.
Oh,
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that takes me back to my IT days.
Me too.
What didn't you do? Is the question.
I've never mined opals in Cooper PD. That's something I still got to do. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Ooh,
Oh
hey,
wow!
that's a clean.
Come on.
I'm
Great page.
voting yes for this. It's too good. I'm
Yep.
sorry. I have to.
That's pretty clean.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's a good one.
I'm a
Come
huge
on.
purple.
Oh,
What
wow.
the hell?
Too slow.
Yeah,
Too
we
slow.
got it too slowly. Remember, if you are playing on FOMO, FOMOnouns.wtf or on 9o'clock.live or on NOMO.wtf, which incidentally is pinned above if you're in the tavern. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, YouTube and Twitter people. Then you do have to hit the thumbs up within the first 2 seconds of a noun being shown.
Oh.
The contacts on the flamingo are great, but that shirt combination.
It's
Yeah.
the one
Gotta-
shirt color Prof hates.
Got a broken wing. There we go, kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Oh, kangaroo for
Ah.
Ocean. But it's not a good one.
I think they're really tie wearers.
That's a
anyway.
kangaroo? I thought that was a mouse.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
kangaroo.
burro.
No,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's
So
clean.
you're the same as so yeah. Now Nouns Latam thought it was a burro, and they had it as their PFP for the longest time, and we were like, they came on the show, and we were like, so riddle me this: why do you have a kangaroo as your profile picture? And they were like, oh, we thought it was a donkey.
Well, there's no context. Yeah, the rest of the body's missing. That's clean. I like that.
Yeah, it needs a little
Skillet.
pouch.
So,
Yeah,
a
needs a
pouch
little pouch.
accessory.
Exactly.
Oh.
Oh, that's clean too.
I like that one.
Ah,
Oh,
a lot
that's
of clean
something
ones.
that happened yesterday. That chart from a Yellow
Ooh.
Collective member whose name is escaping me at the moment. Please don't hurt me. There's a Yellow Collective member, I forget who.
Without looking, Meta David.
Thank you.
Yes.
Who made a chart comparing the Snouns token to the $ Nogs to the $ Noggles Unicode, and like what they all do and what they're all for. A disambiguation page essentially for nounish meme coins, which is
that makes it
necessary.
clearer.
I remembered. I remember the days when things weren't this confusing. I suppose it was inevitable, but when you
What
have
happens
this
when you
many people
decentralize?
whose primary logo is the Noggles slapped on a solid color.
The seer says the chicken came first. Oh man.
That's pretty clean.
That reminds me of that
I
old
was
joke.
after that.
There's a chicken and an egg, and they're sharing a post-coital cigarette, and one of them turns to the other and goes, "Well, that answers that old question." Tony's not here. I'm making blue jokes. No, I'm kidding. All right.
Did you just pick me?
By the way, the Yellow Collective auction did also end. I'm waiting to settle it, but it looks like until after we played FOMO. But it looks like Chris Corella did win this incredible scarecrow, this based in yellow scarecrow for 0.055. So we're gonna be settling that after this.
That might be the second one ever, right?
Yeah,
I believe it
yeah,
is.
Yeah. It's good timing too, Pumpkin
Ooh.
Spice has
No,
been
that's all right.
released on the world.
I'm still waiting for some audio-like character to come up. on Yellow Collective. Anytime I place a bid like on headphones.
Oh, you're
or-
like me.
Mhm.
Have you seen the studio mic?
I have. I bid on that and I got outbid last second.
It's my favorite trait in the entire collection by far.
Yep.
Oh, nope.
I love that one. There's the studio mic and there's like you said headphones. There's the retro radio.
Yeah, I bid on that too.
The retro radio is a little annoying for everybody else because it means that all of the shows that happen for the next 24 hours are going to be done with this voice. Which is kind of frustrating for everybody else because you get nounoclock.live from the past where we're selling NFTs in 1920. Doesn't really work out too well seeing as we don't have the internet yet, but we make do. But, yeah.
I think there's at least one more like sound/music one that's going to be added
Ooh.
that I know of.
Think so.
I'm looking through right now. I can only see one.
Is there a film camera there, like an old school film camera?
There's one in the main Nouns
Not
collection.
not in yellow.
Yeah, that'd be a cool one to add.
Does anybody recognize, like Humpty, I'm curious if you recognize what that trait was that we just had up.
No. Nope.
Okay. I feel like a lot of people don't recognize it off the bat, and I'm wondering if I'm just weird, doesn't have black knuckles.
Not black knuckles.
Gami will get that.
Oh yeah,
Copy,
Gami might
it's
take
perfect.
Yeah, the copy.
The copy
Yeah.
would be
Pirate.
good.
It's like one contact. Someone swabbing the deck.
No, what was it? I didn't.
It was a
realize
Turing machine.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people miss it because I think the first couple people I saw talk about it thought it was like a grill or something, and I'm like, to my eyes, I was like, oh no, that's a Turing machine. Obviously, I built one in Minecraft. I know what they look like, but nobody. There's not a lot of people. But yeah, this is my once a week imitation game shill. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. It's brilliant.
The last time one came up, I did.
The Codebreaker movie, you mean?
Yeah, the imitation game with
that's a great one.
Benadryl Cobblestone playing as Alan Turing.
It's great. Really sad. Sad.
Yeah. There's a great
it's
story.
so
I'm
good.
voting for this. This is too
yeah.
good.
It's 100%.
There's a wonderful story where
That has to be there, you know.
Stephen Fry was in a position to ask Steve Jobs if the Apple logo had a bite taken out of it in honor of Alan Turing because he killed himself with a poison apple. And he said, "It's not true, but God, we wish it were," which I just really liked. On that depressing note, welcome to No Mo Nouns. So you're going to see all of these nouns arrayed before you. You're going to pick your favorite from among them.
Choose your character.
Spam click with all your might every 10 seconds. Half of them are eliminated until we're left with just one. That's going to be the No Mo Noun of the day. Also, don't be like
So
me.
many
Make
good
sure
ones.
you have connected and you've signed in with your wallet and you're on Optimism, or your clicks will not be counted. We do have civil protection here, but don't worry because I just did it and you should have plenty of time left. There's still 15 seconds to pick your favorite. And also make sure you are spam clicking. There is a couple good ones here. See a Moshi Cam noun with the camera with the mint accessory.
Yep.
With the yellow brick road.
Yellow Brick Road is really good too. The mint camera, Yellow Brick Road. There's a good bonsai. I like that CRT. Pretty dope egg in this trying time. Oh, there's a rose noun. The Shark Pickle Cone documentary about the Rose Parade just came out today. A shark, a pickle, or a cone would also be acceptable, but I don't think we got any of those, unfortunately. Remember when we got all three in a row?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still proud of that. And we got a rosebud head for the Rose Parade.
I think I might have minted that as a 4-pack because we got one other one that was resonant with that time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a robot chicken, maybe.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
Somebody is Really determined.
Going for it. Brett comes in with
Okay.
his pencil and scribbles out your choice.
Yeah, you guys think you have a choice.
Yeah, I'll just doodle right over your. I'm crossing you out.
Ah!
Final round. Yellow Brick Road versus Rose. 3, 2,
Feeling
1,
pretty
fight.
good there for a while.
Oh, this isn't even close. The Yellow Brick Road's gonna win this. Damn it! All right, it's fine. It's understandable. I get it. It's a good looking noun.
I told you that was the one I was going
Turnip?
for. It's a rosebud.
Yellow Brick Road wins.
You do
Brutality.
better with the rosebud. It looks like a turnip.
Oh, the rosebud head. Yeah, I always think it looks kind of like a goblin wearing a yarmulke. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
just,
either goblin or alien.
Yeah, I
either
did
way.
not. It was not giving rose.
We got a beautiful Yellow Brick Road. I almost said the other thing. So if you want to pick this up, you can do so for just 0.00069 ETH. That's $1.62 USD on Optimism. If you need to bridge to Optimism, don't you worry, because we've got a bridge right there on the site. 100% of the proceeds go to the Yellow Collective Treasury. The Yellow Collective is an on-chain club that is devoted to supporting artists on-chain in the Nouniverse and beyond. Speaking of the Yellow Collective, that auction ended not too long ago. Congratulations to Chris Corella for picking up collective noun number 314. And let's see what we got for 315. And the winner is a yellow square. Come on, load. Oh, fantastic. That is a candlehead green shirt dot matrix x3 on a based background or a moist background if you're Symbiotech and like to annoy me. If you want to pick this up, yellowcollective.xyz. It's on auction for the next 24 hours. Like I said, 100% of the auction proceeds also go to the treasury. This goes to funding artists. We have a whole bunch of ways in which we do that. We do based in yellow editions where we commission artists for various works, and then we sell them from the based in yellow collection. We keep half of the proceeds and they get the other half, so they are paid in full upfront as well as get a portion of the mint proceeds. That is and it can be animators, it can be visual artists, it can be photographers, it can be musicians, whatever. We commission all sorts of people. We have retro commissioned artists who have done fan art of Yellow Collective. Now, it's not a guarantee, but if a lot of people like your art, then that's something that we do. And also, the TNS contest budget comes out of the Yellow Collective. So all of the art contests that we run are funded through this, which both helps us keep costs down and also makes it so that we can run more of them, overhead permitting. So very excited about that. Check out the Yellow Collective. We've also got a whole bunch of new traits being added very shortly. So that's exciting. Well, that has been our shenanigans for the day. We minted a fantastic satellite. We minted a Yellow Brick Roadhead, and we got a collective noun number 315. This beautiful candlestick. With all that done, how y'all doing? That pause there was not for nothing. I was actually switching scenes on the YouTube stream.
Answer. Then we have an 11 and a 444. Things are looking up.
Are we seeing the same thing?
Well, probably not after the auction closed, but mine didn't refresh, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
living with it.
Yeah, because mine says
I'm like Prof.
4216.
I'm living in the past.
No, mine.
Yes.
Mine's still. Oh, it just refreshed for me. It said
Yeah.
42.11.
Yeah, but I screen capped it, so yeah, I'm not a word of a lie.
All right. Well, you wouldn't have had to because I was. This is going up on YouTube and Twitter, like I said. So, speaking
Oh,
of,
yeah.
once again, short reminder because we haven't programmed the ads at the bottom yet. I still need to make those. If you are on YouTube or Twitter and you would like to join in the conversation, the tavern link is in the description. So go ahead and click that. Jump in here with all of these wonderful people. You can request to come up on stage.
Yo,
Dude.
I wanted to come on, and I'm just from hanging out with the Brazil crew at their house. They came to Uganda, so it's a
Devin,
pretty
why are
nownish
you
moment
not
for me.
yourself?
I
Why are
would,
you an anonymous?
but his name is Fierce Black,
What?
which is
It's amazing. So
What?
good. And look at it's a kitty, his emoji.
What the fuck? All right,
With
continue.
biscuit paws.
Anyway, I'm just sharing the excitement. Is that the Brazil NAS crew came through to Uganda. I picked them up last night, and it's pretty exciting, man. They speak Portuguese, and like one guy speaks English, so you you can imagine we are translating crazily. But to me, that's exciting. It's very amazing. We are chatting some plans of building a small skate something at the Noun School for no cost at all. So I'm pretty excited about that. So just wanted to share with you guys that it's real. It is real stuff happening. Yeah.
I mean, I
You put
never
in the
doubted it,
time.
but
Yeah. Like Davin, you really propped NARS up in the early days there and kept things interesting and going, and we really appreciate you.
That's amazing. Thanks, Symbio. Okay, guys, I'm driving. Let me just.
oh my
calm down
god,
and
go
listen.
away! Why are you here?
later Fierce.
Don't later, Fierce. God damn it.
So I
Don't-
wanted to share a little bit of news.
Don't
on my-
shows and drive. Don't 9 o'clock and drive, kids. All right, what was that up to?
I said I just wanted to share a little bit of news. I think this is official. I don't know. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I got voted into the Nouncil, and I'm like so excited. You don't understand.
Easy
This
way
is
to find
pretty rough.
out. Let me go check.
Yeah, let me check.
Big Spite said welcome to Nouncil, so my assumption that is it's official.
I mean, it depends on it. It might not be if you'll be tagged when it's official by Jarman, I think. But oh yeah, you're 30-2. You can't. You're too big to fail. So it's not official yet. But yeah,
Big to fail. Okay, that's funny. Who are the two?
I don't know.
It's anonymous unless they leave a reason.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, it's fun. I'm excited, and thanks to the TNS crew because honestly, I'm here because of y'all. So, GM.
Just gonna make a note of that and put it in our next proposal. That's
Actually approved your proposal with that comment, so it's on chain.
hell yes. Oh yeah, I remember that. Sorry, I have approximately. I have roughly the memory of a concussed goldfish. It's not quite that good, but that's why I loved watching the Nouns movie because I was like, oh hey, that's me. I don't remember that.
Did you mean shark pickle cone?
No, she means when she was a bottle of hand sanitizer.
Shut the fuck up. No, I do mean shark pickle
Or
cone.
Nomo or
Swimming with the sharks.
I'll do it.
feeling so-
you did do it.
Brett's like,
you
please
know,
no.
I use that Churchill quote to get past that. You know, just keep walking. You find yourself in hell.
Does anybody know if the movies that are being premiered or shown at the animation festival during Nounstown are any of these that you are all describing? Because I don't think that I've seen all of them.
So the ones that we're talking about, one of them is pinned above and it just premiered today. It is Shark Pickle Cone, the Nouns documentary. It's by Stupid Buddy. And it's about our experience going to the Rose Parade. We had a float, not in this last year, but in the 2023 Rose Parade. Nouns was there, and we had a giant float, and there was a shark, a pickle, and a cone made out of flowers. And it was really, really cool. And the documentary is about the whole process of getting that done, as well as about Nouns. And for some reason, I'm in half of it. But there is it's a really good movie that is put together by Neil, who Incidentally, also directed a wonderful documentary on Gilbert Gottfried as well as Harmontown. He directed both of those. So I was surprisingly familiar with his work before I met him, which is cool. But yeah, that is pinned above,
And I,
and the full movie is available on Twitter.
and I just pinned up a link to Noun's movie, which is The Rise of Blues. It's an animation that Atrium is making in separate segments. I think they've put out, is it 3 parts so far?
Yes.
Um, I think there's what 6 or 7 total parts. So there's about half of the movie out right now that they've released slowly as like teasers, and then another part I believe is premiering at Nounstown, and then the rest of it we just have to wait until it's finished. But then there's, for Nouns Fest, there's going to be like 50 plus animations that none of us have ever seen before that are going to be shown, and I'm hoping they're all going to be minted like last time too. That was fun to go and collect the ones that I liked, and being able to watch them back still.
The Rise of Blues soundtrack is also on like Spotify and everywhere else, and it's excellent focus music. So I'm a big fan of Jacob, the composer Jacob Pietras for the Rise of Blues. So I will.
I had no idea they put the soundtrack out too.
Oh yeah, it's there's albums for each part. You can go through the whole thing, and there's a ongoing playlist for all three of them. Which I know because I made it, but this. But there's an ongoing playlist every time they release a new part on Spotify. So that's fun. Yeah, I've got the Rise of Blues. This is nouns.movie. Like I said, it's pinned above. But if you're watching the stream, that is what you're seeing right now. Is the Rise of Blues website, and it's actually really cool because if you're interested in minting some stuff, you can actually pause anywhere on this site, any on any of these episodes, and you can actually mint your favorite scene. So like if I went to this and then there I can see a minters leaderboard and people have been minting things. Like Anaroth has 21 mints from this thing. So let's say I wanted to mint my own face. I could pause it there and then connect my wallet and just literally mint this screenshot. It's a really cool little tool.
Then they have some behind the scenes stuff of composing the music and making the animations, and I don't know if the backgrounds. Yeah, it looks like the
Yeah.
worlds are still available to mint too. So like you can download, like mint and download the 3D environments, and all of their stuff is open source too. So they're imploring people to play around and make your own adventure kind of thing with it too.
The
So they're
3D
going to put out like all the
environment
characters.
of blues in particular.
Yeah, they're going to put out all the environments and all the rigged characters and all that
Yeah.
stuff at the end, so anybody can play around and make their own story with the same characters without having to do a whole lot of lifting.
Yep. And that I got the 3D environment of blues files and I used them to make a Minecraft mod, and that's in Nouncraft now. So there are naturally generating floating cities that look like blues that have like noggles in them.
Nice.
Yee. So there's a lot you can do with these if you understand, how they work. Which might be a bit of a tall ask, but the point stands. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Well, speaking of going up on a screen, might as well talk about some of the proposals because we've got some new ones since yesterday. First of all, Nouns Beyond Screens, the sequel. Vodes put this prop up. It is they already did a Nouns Beyond Screens. It was an incredible activation, and this is for the sequel to that. It's requesting a little under 300k ETH. or 300k USDC, not ETH. God damn. Um, it's requesting 300,000 Ethereum. That'll go over well. um, but yes, they did this huge physical activation in Malaysia, and they basically just want to do another one. Is the gist, and you should definitely check out this prop if you are in the stream. Then you're seeing a whole bunch of the images from it, but it is absolutely worth reading through because it is really impressive. Currently sitting at 8 to 9, but there's still 2 days left, so not really decided yet. We'll see where that goes. Positive Sum Piracy, 10 to 2. This is Gami's prop of basically minting a frame around a URL slug and sharing that so people can get rewards for essentially permissionlessly sharing these things without actually having to pirate the file. And the creator gets the bulk of those rewards anyway, so that's really cool. And Nouns Legends, physical TCG at DEF CON, currently sitting at 7 to 12, not looking too good. There's been some issues that people had with the aesthetics on this one, but we'll see where it goes. It ends in 3 days, so there's still plenty of time. And we got a whole bunch of pending proposals. $ Knuckles contract audit. We already talked about this a bit with the disambiguation that came up earlier, so that starts in 2 hours. This is just a contract audit for that token to make sure it all is working properly. Nouns Plush by the creators of Ugly Doll, also going up before the next show, going up in 4 hours. Nouns Plush is David Horvath's pet project. He already had one prop that went up that did not pass, and this is going up a second time, basically removing a huge chunk of the previous proposal. That was focusing on both Japan and the US. This is basically cutting out the US to focus only on Japan and cutting out a huge expense as part of it. It's very much more narrow focus. So we'll see where that goes. Unstake 1,000 staked ETH is something that we need to pass like now. Because we do not have enough ETH in the treasury to pass most of these proposals. Gami's prop will pass because it's requesting staked ETH, but for everybody else, we need to unstake a good chunk of that ETH. So that is what that proposal is asking for. And then 2 Noundry props that I have not seen yet. Bunk bed. So that's fun.
One, do we need to unstake all of that, or can't we just unstake less? I don't know why 1,000 ETH needs to be unstaked at once.
I think that's just usually what we end up unstaking. And also,
I think
if there
there's
are any
like
large proposals,
4,000 staked,
yeah, we've got like
and
4,000
it's
staked.
and that's ETH and USDC, because the USDC gets pulled out of the ETH for the payer contract. So right now there's like 100k USDC, and if the Nouns Beyond Screens passes, then that's going to wipe out all the USDC that's in there too, and there's no
It can't refill.
regular ETH, for it to refill off of. But yeah, I mean, 1,000 is a lot, but that was just I guess that's what's happened in the past, and it's a big enough ask that won't have to do it again for a while. And there's still like over 3,000 left staked.
Yeah. I suppose we could cut that in half, but at this point, like, we would have to unstake again, I think, pretty soon. And if there was a really big prop that came through that did pass, then we would have to do this again where we're running an unstaking prop after proposals that could potentially pass that would drain it, and it's a nightmare. So I understand the desire to just do it in bulk, like just set it and forget it.
That makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks for the clarification there.
Yeah, I do see where you're coming from, where like it would make sense fiscally to unstake less of it. You get more rewards, but given just the sheer overhead that is required, I do think it's worth it to to just unstake a big chunk and be like, yeah, whatever, you know. The only other proposal, sorry, the only other proposal that we've got up is the abacus head. Adding that, and I really like this one actually. This is sick. Who made this? Oh, net. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, and that's all the proposals that we have up at the moment. The only other thing that we're talking about is a candidate that Davin's got up to fund more of the school in Africa, which we talked about at length the other day on this show, and you should go listen to that if you haven't yet. With all that done, what else is happening? I feel like we had a pretty light schedule because the only really significant thing going on was Shark Pickle Cone, yeah?
Chose a
Yeah,
great
that's
day
all I.
to release it
Yeah,
broadly.
not a whole lot's happening. Well, on that note, if there's nothing else major going on, I'm happy to call it early. I mean, we have been here for 40 minutes, so it's not that early.
Yeah, I mean, I'd just remind everyone, if you're planning on going to Nounstown or Nouns Fest, go grab your tickets
Yes,
while you
thank you.
can. Make sure to pick those up and go check out Zero Weight and the Noggles channel on Warpcast so you can vote on things even if you don't have a noun.
I just pulled up the Nounsfest site on the screen. So this is at nounsfest.tv. You're going to want to check that out. And also, yeah, like you said, Zero Weight. Zero Weight, and if you have any $Nogs, don't forget to vote there. There's also, don't forget to check out Rounds, especially if you're an artist or animator.
Oh yeah, there's the animation round is hosted by Optimism this week. It's 5,000 OP up for grabs for anything nouns slash OP slash the Sunnies related. And then the draws theme is Nouns Deli. So I think this is the first week where the
They've
rounds are separate
diverged.
themes. And I think that's actually a good idea. I had noticed that there was a handful of entries that were animations, and then they were just posting still frames as draws,
Yeah.
as like an illustration. And I understand how like it's also an illustration, but it's just doing one thing for both of them. I don't think that's necessarily fair to the illustrators who do not animate. So I think it's an interesting experiment to have two separate themes.
Yeah. I definitely agree. We've also got Nouns Weekly Retro just only up for another day, so that is significant. If you've done any kind of work for nouns that you would like retro funding for, in part, we've got one ETH up for grabs the next 28 hours, roughly. And the knock round, the noun o'clock round, not us, different knock. Post memes about the current noun into knock and get rewarded. It's 0.02 ETH, so it's about $50 that's up there right now. And I
There's a
also
few other.
really want to highlight Edu Nouns because fun fact, own Edu Nouns number 6. They started as a builder DAO. And they are asking for coloring sheets. So if you can make any sort of line art for this, then absolutely check that out. You've got 5 days and 23 hours, and we should be rugging the show very soon because Poopy Pie just showed up in the YouTube chat.
Oh yeah.
Then there is also Nouns Impact is going on for only 20 more hours. We did any nounish environmental impact this week. You can post something in there. There's half an ETH up for grabs. Also, Nouns meetups still has just under 2 weeks, hosted by Krell. Put up 1,000 USDC for anyone gathering together to talk about nounish things.
I also wanted to highlight the Purple DAO and Octant round. That's submissions are closing today. They're using rounds to distribute 10 ETH. And if you're so inclined, I do have a proposal in there. I just linked it up here to the billboard for Crypto Sapiens and the content we produce, including very nounish vibes and bringing a lot of Farcaster folks and featuring them onto our media. So that's a good one. I did have a question regarding $nouns. I plan to host a photo walk, a nounish photo walk during Nounstown. And part of the event, I'm planning to run a rounds nouns giveaway during the campaign or during the event. And I was curious, how would I go about asking for some nouns to give away, like $nouns?
The treasury doesn't have any, so there's no way to request it from Nouns.
Yeah.
I think that if you're trying to do like proposal wise, you would have to request the ETH and then swap it yourself.
Yeah.
But the treasury does not own any to be able to just like give you as a proposal funding.
Okay, so open market stuff. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So $nouns was originally proposed as a quote unquote official like fractionalization of the nouns token. It did not end up, passing, but then some people from the community were like, no, we want to see this happen, and they just deployed it permissionlessly. So it is not officially a part of nouns, but it's just out there.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing you could do is if you didn't want to request ETH to swap, if you wanted to get like 1 million nouns, you could request a noun and swap it. Is the other option. I would prefer you don't do that, but
Yeah, no, I don't want to burn it down. But
no,
yeah,
it doesn't burn
think
it. That's the problem. So what happens is you swap the noun for $nouns to get 1 million snouns. But the noun still exists, and anybody who has 1 million nouns can swap in those 1 million snouns and get the noun. But it's it doesn't. The problem is that those nouns that are in the noun swap contract still count towards quorum because they're not in the treasury. And so that's why we run it, it can be, right now it's not too bad, but if enough end up in there, it could become very, very difficult to pass proposals because, there would not be enough active voters to make up for the discrepancy in active voters that, the contract thinks there are more than there are, because there are nouns that are outside of the treasury and living in the noun swap contract. So yeah, it's not burned. It's very much retrievable, but yeah.
There's one of them that's stuck in there forever.
Really?
One Snoun token was burned.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Index?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Right at the gate.
Of course he did.
And apparently Jarman's looking for a host of heads. He said he got up at 4:40 in the morning to settle one of the 5 to 10 heads that he was hoping to, and feels rugged. So
Well, I wish
I
you said
put up
something.
that we minted on a noun screen cap. He didn't share what nouns he's looking for, but I suppose he'll just take a stab at them.
Yeah. Well, anybody can settle. He's more than welcome to.
Yep.
Well, with that done,
I I asked if it was the grape ape that didn't happen quick enough.
the grape. Oh, the purple with the robot. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the robot ape.
I have a brain. All evidence to the contrary.
That was 3 shows ago.
I mean, kinda. Yeah. Feels like it.
Car rides in Uganda is the middle section, or a whole show unto itself. Coffee with Davin.
Oh, it absolutely could be. I'm sure between the two of us, David and I could just keep yapping for. We could do another 24-hour show and not notice. That's not an invitation. That is not a. We're not doing that. Why are you? Symbiotic, why is Poopy saying you need to drink coffee?
Fierce black coffee.
Because I'm moving slow, maybe.
It's not. You're not moving slow. You're just laid back.
I am. I'm still on the West Coast, but I head east on Thursday, Friday.
Sweet.
Taking the red eye back to Ontario to
Fun.
start fall. Be back in the time zone that it matters, apparently, because it's tough to operate.
Listen, wait. That's
an
not
East Coast
deliberate.
time zone in your mind while being on the West Coast.
That's not deliberate. That's
Yeah.
not deliberate. It is. You know, the two people who host the show most often are both in the same time zone. Maybe if I move back home, this won't be an issue. Then we'll have a whole host of other problems of me having an awful internet connection. Oh, that's what. Pupupa is saying that your voice puts him to sleep and then my voice wakes him up.
Maybe you should rock them with some Satchmo.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
To sleep.
I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I do think I'm going to call it because I feel like we might be running out of steam. So if you are on YouTube or Twitter, please don't forget to click the link in the description. Come check out the tavern. We've got a whole bunch of links pinned above. If you're already here and you can see all of these links, thanks for being here. And don't forget to check them out. And yeah, all you need to do to vote for Humpty in that round is to click that link and hit the like button. So go do that. Don't forget to check out rounds. Don't forget to. Sorry, Brett. Go for it.
Said go watch Shark Pickle Cone.
Go watch Shark Pickle Cone pinned above. I'll go ahead and take this link and put it in the YouTube chat as well. I cannot put it in the Twitter, but I can put it in the YouTube chat. So there's a link to follow to go find Shark Pickle Cone. It is streaming in its entirety on Twitter. I don't think it's anywhere else at the moment unless you have the token, and you can see it on their site. But it is streaming for free on Twitter, so you can share that link with whoever you want, and they'll be able to find it as long as they can access Twitter. So there's that. That is very exciting. I am not playing Shark Pickle Cone's shitty AI song to play us out. I'm letting you know that now. What's a good track that I can play us out with that won't get us copyright struck? That's the thing, is we're streaming on YouTube now, so I can't do
Satellite of Love. Or Yo Satellite.
what? That's a thing. What? Oh,
No. It's the Yo Satellite with the shades. So.
right. The noun. Whew. Yeah, you can tell it's time for me to run it. All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming to 9 o'clock live, the Noun Square. I'm a Robot Fish Girl. We're gonna be back here tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel. Actually, we're gonna be here at around 2:50 p.m. EST. If you are on the West Coast, that is 11:50 a.m. If you are anywhere else, figure out the math yourself. We're gonna be back here then. In the meantime, don't forget to pick up Nomo Now number 1252, this beautiful Yellow Brick Road. Don't forget to pick up the Yellow Collective auction. Collective now number 315, currently sitting at 0.011 from diving.eth. Beautiful moist candlestick. Either way, goes to Sporting Artists Fund, or goes to Sporting Artists on the chain in the Nouniverse and beyond. don't forget to watch Shark Pickled Clone, once again pinned in the tavern. Check that out. Also pinned on my Twitter. If you want to find it there. So. Thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.